Hello and welcome to my Let's Play Civilization 5 quick tutorial for beginners. In this video I try to explain in a quick and fast-paced way how things work, respectively give only basic advice to beginners, which means people who are new to civilization in general or people who just have trouble to actually win the game. Quickly for the setup, we play on a Pangea. This means it's one huge ass continent. All players on the same continent. I recommend that for the beginning. We play on standard size and standard game speed. You can play with this around once you feel good with the game or whatever fits your taste. Difficulty, I recommend Prince. Why Prince? On Prince, the AI does not get any benefits and you do not get either benefits. So if you go on easier than Prince, you will get bonus, and so you have advantage. While on higher difficulty, the AI will start to cheat. Okay, we will start the game for now. I play as the Celts. I get Pictish warriors and Celibate Hall. We, for now, ignore the Celibate Hall.
Vengeful warrior queen. In a time dominated by men, you not only secured your throne and sovereign rule, but also successfully defied the power of the Roman Empire. After suffering terrible punishment and humiliation at the hand of the Roman invaders, you rallied your people in a bloody and terrifying revolt. Legions fell under your chariot wheels, and the city of London burned. While in the end the Romans retained ownership of the Isles, you alone made Nero consider withdrawing all troops and leaving Britain forever. Oh, sleeping lioness, your people...
Okay, we are the Celts, so this hall will be ignored for right now. And the Pictish warrior is a spearman. Let's have a quick look at the technology tree. I mean, you can play whatever you want. I just for now picked the Celts, which is down here. Down here it replaces the spearman. It has the same strength. It has only one benefit, which is it earns faith for kills, which is nice but not super relevant, but it can be useful. What is best about the Celts, if they're adjacent to a forest, their city generates 1 faith. If they're adjacent to 3 or more forests, then their city generates 2 faith. Not to forget that this only counts for unimproved forests, so as soon as you chop down the forest or put an improvement on it, it doesn't count anymore. I picked that to show you actually some early game religion and stuff and explain that. Okay, for now, let's go. I have more enhanced tutorials on my channel about city placement. If what I tell you right now is not does not serve your purpose, then go there and listen more. What is important? You want fresh water, you want the mountain. That is important, and of course your resources. Right here the resources are okay. You have important is growth and production early on. We have a good tile here. Cattle, 3 food, that's good. 2 food, 1 production. 2 food, 1 production, that's actually good. These 3 tiles are really bad early on. Before you settle, I would always recommend to move your warrior to see a bit more of the land. You can make a right click on place and see how far your warrior actually can move. Always consider hills and forests block vision, so moving onto this cattle will not reveal me any more tiles. While moving on this hill or on this forest will. When I look very closely, I can see that there is more coast and most probably not more land, so I will not move to the west. Therefore, I either move on this hill or on this forest. I think this forest will reveal more, so move here and then here. Okay, we did not find out much. Now we have the chance. We could move. We could move on the hill, so we have more start production. We could stay in place to get all these added benefits, or we could move in here to get the forest benefits. I will do that. So, next turn. This will mean I get 2 faith from the very beginning. Before I settle though, again, I will move first my warrior. I will move on this hill. Hopefully I can see. Oh, okay. We have some desert over here. I will settle in place for now. This starting location, to be honest, is really bad. Build a scout. I recommend go scout then monument, or go scout then scout. Depends a little bit on your technology, because we can now research. I recommend usually go for pottery. Why? If you're not the Celts, you may want the shrine to have a pantheon, and then maybe later a religion. Really good to build that early on. It's also a cheap building. And sometimes you just want the granary, which gives 2 food, but also food from certain tiles like this deer, which makes it 3 food in our case, which would be good. Otherwise, useful early on can be animal husbandry to see horses, or maybe mining if you have like gold or silver resource, something like that. What is not to forget, the best early game wonders are over here. We have the Great Library and the Stonehenge. You may want to go for those early. So yeah, why not go pottery and the next turn. You see, this is what you should do. You should lock in a tile and then go production focus. Either you can, I mean, you can say leave it like this, but if you want to be, if you're not lazy, or if you just like to maximize your city output, then lock in the tile you want to work all the time and go production focus. Why is that? When your city grows, it will first your city calculates the food. If it grows, then a new population gets added, which would be this case production focus, this tile. So you get also 2 more food and 1 production. Food has already been calculated, so a tile like a flatland grass tile would be completely useless. But let's say a mine, a hill, that would be 2 production, which gets added before it puts in the production into this. So if you grow and our production focus, it puts the tile, the new population on production, and this new production will go immediately into your output, while growth, food, will not do so. So you put production focus, and every time your city grows, you go into your city and reassign to the tile you want to work. So we found the ruin. Next turn. If you go scout monument or scout, depends also a bit on the map size. With 8 players, I would recommend build another scout, just to find more ruins. We got population, very nice, and we found natural wonder, one of the best. We want to settle that early on. See, now it works on that. That is fine, or that doesn't really matter. Okay. So when you explore, always keep in mind your warrior can only loses 2 movement if he has to move on rough terrain. So that's why I moved from here to here. I could also move to here, because this is a flat terrain, so it can move further. If I moved here, I would not be able to move far. Also, on hills, you can see over forests, which can be very useful. So, like, hill hopping can be a good thing to do. I will make a quick cut in here and continue with another position to explain a bit different things.